Love you.
Love you. Yeah.
Okay, you guys. So let's discuss how Raquel is now trying to distance herself from Tom Sandoval. Now, don't forget that this was also a part of her alleged new PR strategy, right? It basically got told that the PR strategy was she was gonna, in our opinion, or at least in my opinion, I'll speak for myself, in my opinion, she was going to lie and say that, the video was taken without her consent, playing the victim, throwing Tom Sandoval under the bus. We've seen all of that play out. She did the cease and desist to the whole cast. She in her apology was blaming a love addiction and codependency, all this, that, and a third. And then the other part of what it said was that she was going to start to distance herself and break things off with Tom Sandoval. Now, that seems to also be coming true. This is according to People magazine. It says Raquel reveals status of Tom Sandoval relationship. Quote, I care about Tom, but I need time to heal. The Vanderpump Rules star exclusively tells People she doesn't want to label anything as she faces the fallout of the affair that led to Sandoval and Ariana Madix ending their 9-year relationship. Isn't it funny that she's singing a very different tune now? I thought they were in love. I thought that they were star-crossed lovers, Romeo and Juliet meant to be. I thought that they were so in love, right? Now all of a sudden she doesn't want to label anything. That was quick. That was quick, but let's keep going. 1 week after their alleged months-long affair was made public, the Bravo star 28 is speaking out to People about the status of their relationship and why she's remaining focused on herself. Besides the indefensible circumstances surrounding our relationships, my feeling for Tom has always been sincere and born out of a loving friendship, she tells People exclusively. Knowing how many people we hurt, I need to understand my choices and learn to make better ones. I need to take care of my health, work on my self-growth, and take time to be okay with being alone, she continues. I care for Tom, and I don't want to label anything or predict what lies ahead. Right now, I need to heal. Side note, do we think this is a lie? Do we think this is a lie? Do we think that this is a lie? That her and Tom are still together, they're still seeing each other, they're still smashing, but they are publicly saying, oh no, we need time to heal and reflect? Or do you think that she really is just going through with the PR strategy and she's going to throw anybody she needs to throw under the bus, including Tom Sandoval, and she really is distancing herself? So which is it, Raquel? Are you really distancing yourself to heal and work on yourself? Or are you just saying that for your reputation rehab to get us off your back and you're still smashing Tom Sandoval and you guys are still together? Or, I guess those are the two options, right? I don't know. Put it down below. Let me know what you guys think. Put it down below. But it seems very suspicious and very snake-like that everything in that PR strategy leak came true. You were going to say that the video was taken without your consent. You were going to play the victim. And you were going to distance yourself from Tom and blame him that he took advantage of you at a vulnerable time due to your love addiction and codependency. Girl, bye. I've been a codependent person. Codependency does not make you act like a sociopath. It really doesn't. Codependency does not act. Codependency is, when you're a codependent person, you're actually the foil to a narcissist. So everything you've done has been extremely narcissistic. Girl, shut up, girl. Anyway, let's keep going. Last week, Sandoval's ex-girlfriend, Ariana Madix, discovered that he had been cheating on her with Raquel after she found an intimate video and inappropriate messages between the two on his phone while he was performing with his band, Tom Sandoval and the Most Extras. The video in question was a, quote, FaceTime call between Tom and Raquel. Side note, you guys, because, with the candy canes, we always scrutinize stuff. Are we believing it really was a FaceTime call? Or are we believing that she took a video of herself and sent it to him? Either way, I think it was consensual. Either way, I don't think that Tom Sandoval is a lot of things. And we're not letting him off the hook for nan of them, okay? Not nan thing is he off the hook for. But if I'm being honest, I do not think he would have taken a FaceTime video of her without her consent. So my personal opinion on this is that however he got the video, whether it was a screen record or she sent it, she knew it existed and she gave consent for it to exist. You know what I'm saying? Either way, I think that she knew. And you see what I'm saying? Because it doesn't make sense. If he really did it without her consent, how come there are no charges being filed against him, for filming somebody doing a sexual act without their permission? And also, how come that was not explicitly said in the cease and desist that she sent everybody? It was glaringly omitted that in the actual legal document, it did not say that Tom took it without her consent. She said, oh, I got the video taken without my consent, but it did not implicate Tom. Right? Girl, what a tangled web we weave. Let's keep going. When Ariana found it on Tom's phone, she recorded it and sent it to herself, a source told People. See, this doesn't make sense. Why would Ariana record it and send it to herself? Wouldn't she just have the actual file? See, that's why I'm like, the whole video isn't making sense. Let's read that again and let's dissect it with our candy cane critical thinking hats, okay? It says, the video in question was a FaceTime call between Tom and Raquel. It had been screen recorded by Tom. When Ariana found it on Tom's phone, she recorded it and sent it to herself, a source told People. That doesn't make sense. If I find my boyfriend's phone and there is a screen recorded video in the phone, how am I going to record it and send it to myself? I would just send it to myself. I would just take the video file and send it to myself. I don't need to re-record. And then also, how is she recording it? That doesn't make any sense. If the video already exists on the phone, I'm not going to re-record it on his own phone. Then that's just two videos of the same video being on his phone. And you wouldn't get your own phone out and record it. Then you would just say she recorded it on her own phone. See, it's not making sense. Again, I think that she's saying stuff to try and get out of her own culpability. At the end of the day, whether it was a FaceTime screen recorded video or a video she made and sent him, I think it was with her own permission and consent. I think Ariana found it and she didn't record it again because that doesn't make any sense. And she just sent it to herself. She airdropped it. She emailed it. She WhatsApped it. She texted it. She did a pigeon carrier. Because that makes logical sense. Girl, stop lying. Let's keep going. Raquel's attorneys later sent a legal notice to Sandoval, Maddox, and her VPR co-stars to stop the spread of the video. The attorneys claimed the video was recorded, quote, illegally and without the permission of Raquel. In the letter addressed to Sandoval 40, it detailed him as the person who allegedly recorded it. But that's not what everybody was saying. That's not what they said before. See how now, once we call them out, all of a sudden the story is changing? Because this is also according to Raquel, now of People. Just like with the black eye. Once she's called out for stuff, then she goes back and tries to fix it. Because when we all reported on this, it explicitly said in TMZ, in page 6 that he was not named at the person. Girl, bye. The reality star's lawyers ordered that anyone who has access to the recording delete it from their phones, the cloud, or any other manner or method in which the recording may exist. They also demanded to be informed of all people to whom you have forwarded this recording or who you may have allowed to view this recording. In the letter to Maddox, lawyers noted that while they appreciate the distress that this may have caused you, it is illegal to record the footage and could expose her to criminal and civil penalties. After Maddox discovered the recording, a source told People that she was completely blindsided. Oof, 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 oof. Girl, Raquel, you're doing the absolute most. You have no credibility. Again, what happened to the scar on your face? What happened to the scar on your face? So when we called you out for the fact that your PR people, Erica Jane's publicist, fired you because you didn't have a black eye when you were alleging you were punched by Sheena, all of a sudden you had the scars on your face, but now you don't. And then when we called you out for playing the victim because in your legal statement, you didn't actually say that it was Tom Sandoval who took the story, now all of a sudden you want to say it was? Now on March 8th, but that wasn't the story 2 days ago. We're on to you, Raquel. We're on to you. All right, guys. Put it down below. I want to know what you guys think, and stick around my candy canes because I'm going to take your candy canes question and comments. We got Julius hanging out in the back. We'll bring him up in a second. So I want to know what you guys think. Put it down below. What do you think now of Raquel's strategy that was already leaked, that she was going to start at least publicly distancing herself? I don't want to put a label on it. I need to focus on myself and heal, blah, 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 blah. I think it's just lip service. I think her and Tom Sandoval are still very much together. I think they're still smashing. I think they're still seeing each other. I think it will ultimately end, but I don't think it has ended yet. I think it's just for her reputation. Also, what do you think about the fishiness around the video? It's a FaceTime. It's not a FaceTime. He recorded it. She sent it to him. Ariana recorded it. All this stuff. It's not adding up. I always believe, and I didn't make this up, that the simplest answer is usually the correct one. And to me, the simplest answer is either they were on the FaceTime and he recorded it, or she made it herself and she sent it to him. Both two consenting adults. Ariana found the video on his phone. She sent it to herself. And then maybe she sent it to Sheena or somebody else being like, this is what happened. That to me is just the cleanest, most simplest explanation. And I think that's how normal human beings behave. I don't think anything happened without her consent. I don't think that Ariana re-recorded it. That doesn't make any sense either. I'm just going to send myself the file. So a lot of it's not making sense. Girl, bye. Get out of here. But put it down below. Let me know what you guys think. And then before we do that, you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend because a kiki is always better with community. And also, check out our description box down below. You guys, go right ahead. Go ahead and